Lewis, we're back.
Oh, yeah. Luke and Lewis is back.
And he's not disrespecting
Somewhere unseen. It got a little longer, so it seems.
Welcome to chapter 130 of Tales of Two Pale Males, because today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by a very special guest, a very good friend of mine, Mr. Lewis Spears. He is an Australian comedian. He's a bearded man, he's a tall man, he's a funny man. If you don't know who Lewis is, then you clearly haven't listened to this podcast before, because he's been on many times. And also, we had a radio show together for about 2 years, so I'll be honest, if you don't know who Lewis is, I'm a little bit hurt. But most of you probably know who he is, but if you don't, how do I describe Lewis? Man, he is one of the most unique people I know. He has the physique of a basketballer and the coordination, the athleticism, and the ability of someone who has never touched a basketball. He likes comic books, playing with kids' toys, Warhammer miniatures, and yeah, he's pretty funny. So, yeah, well, this is a very exciting episode for two reasons. Firstly, it's a great chat. We talked about the new Toy Story film. You guys, whatever, you're about to listen to that. The point is, the reason why it's very exciting is because we have a very exciting new project for you all. Luke and Lewis is back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are bloody pumped about it. So if you haven't heard, our radio show, Luke and Lewis, has now returned in the format of a podcast, which we are super excited about, because I think that's really like what we wanted to do all along, was just do our own show. And I guess the first platform we chose to do that on was radio, but by the end, we just feel like we did it ourselves, because you guys were always supportive, and we're lucky enough to have an online audience that follows what we do. So we thought, hey, let's do Luke and Lewis the way we always wanted to, and that has already started. So if you're listening to this now, at least the first episode is already out. It's every Tuesday and Thursday, twice a week, so double the amount of episodes that we used to do, because we're only really ever on radio once a week towards the end there. So twice as many episodes. We've got a brand new studio that we spent heaps of money on, so thank you very much to all the Patreon people who support me and Lewis as well, because both of all you guys contributed to building that new studio. It was very expensive. We're talking, look, if you go watch a few videos, we said the figures. I think it cost us of upwards of $10,000. So it was very expensive, what we did, but we are really passionate about this, and we'd love for you guys to go check out Luke and Lewis. So enjoy this podcast I did with Lewis, and then as soon as you're done with that, head over to Luke and Lewis on iTunes and go check out that first episode. And also, Lewis's new tour is on sale. No slide season. It's a very funny show. I've seen heaps of the material from it, and would highly recommend you go get it. So that's lewispears.com for Lewis's new tour. Go check out Luke and Lewis. And yeah, guys, enjoy this episode. Enjoy this chat with my best mate, Lewis Spears. Lewis, welcome.
Hey, mate. Thanks for having me on. You've caught me. Just
caught you.
Well, you just caught me on my lunch break. I've got a busy day today, so I've got about an hour just to smash out a podcast while I have lunch.
So disrespectful. And not only are you a child that you saved the rice till last.
Yeah.
You ordered that 45 minutes ago. It
No.
100% be cold.
No. Okay, it's lukewarm. All right. I may have ordered. I'm just a slow eater. I've been so busy. Haven't had time to, eat my lunch. So I thought, while I'm doing this, I'll just have lunch.
I read a thing earlier today, or someone sent me on Facebook, because my name's
just
Luke.
compliments about how funny I am?
No.
Lewis is so good. You've got to have him on your podcast. I bet you read a lot of those.
None. Surprisingly none.
Really?
Are coming in. Yeah.
Oh.
A few things about you being a bad comedian.
Oh, I did read one of those on your first podcast you put on your main channel. The top comment was, "This is like Lewis's podcast, but you have a normal shaped head and it's good."
Oh yeah, I thought you were doing a bit then. But that
is a real comment, and you know what? Hurt my feelings. So that's why I'm eating lunch on the podcast. So fuck you, man.
That's fair enough, guys. If you disrespect Lewis in the comments, you can't expect him to have respect when he comes on this.
That's
podcast.
right. This isn't a podcast for me. This is lunchtime.
And he's not disrespecting you. If you're listening to the podcast, Lewis just opened a sparkling water, and now it looks like it's rain sparkling water in
But you
here.
know what? I'm not going to do this podcast dry. So that's how much I disrespect Memoirs of whatever this
I
is.
mean, I thought, like, I already knew that I make guests wet, but I didn't know, like, that wet, you
Bro,
know?
I had to do it for myself in this situation.
Man. Well, this has been an odd start. Yeah, what I was saying is someone sent me a thing this morning.
So wet.
You said the word lukewarm, and someone was like, sent me this thing of this guy on the internet didn't realize until college. His name was Luke, and he thought lukewarm was a thing his mum said, like for his perfect bath temperature. So he got to college, and everyone else was going, "Oh yeah, make it lukewarm."
You know what? That makes more sense,
Yeah.
though, than the actual definition of lukewarm.
Yeah, and he thought it was a thing that was like, "Oh."
Lukewarm's like my temperature.
Yeah, my favorite temperature is lukewarm. So my family goes, "Oh, make it lukewarm." And then it's like, he thought it was like a running joke between their family. Then he
Yeah.
got to college in America and everyone was saying it. And he was like, how do so many people get this intro?
Dude, so many people know my favorite temperature.
Yeah.
Am I famous, but only in the temperature realm?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what reminded me when you said lukewarm. It wasn't a very good story.
But it was a story.
It was a story. Here's a good story.
Yeah.
We're on the Gold Coast right now.
Oh, it sucks already.
It's so, yeah, it's not a good story. All right, we'll move on.
No good story starts with, so I was on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, well, no, the story's very Gold Coast story.
Okay.
I was walking to the Woolies just across the road here,
Yeah.
and a guy kicked a pigeon at me,
At you?
and the pigeon hit me.
Really?
He punted a pigeon.
So not only did he, like, commit animal abuse on the street, he also did it with accuracy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he
Was the bird all right?
I don't know. So here's what happened. It was a bit of a dick thing what he did. We were both walking. We were walking towards each other. I was
Yeah.
walking one way. He was walking. And without the pigeon, we would have just walked past each other and not even come close to brushing shoulders.
But instead he was like, hey, pigeon ball!
He sees a pigeon.
Yeah.
And you know how some people, like, if there's a pigeon in their way, he lazily just swung his leg out to remove the pigeon from his
Yeah.
walk that he was going to line in. I think he was carrying shopping. So he's like, oh, this pigeon might hit my
You're
shopping.
just shooing it.
So he shoot it with his thing, but he shoot it quite aggressively. The pigeon, for some reason, didn't see his foot, backed up into the foot. He connected with the pigeon, and then, you know how pigeons do that thing where they fly up suddenly and their wings go,
Yeah.
like they fly out?
Yeah.
So the pigeon starts doing that, and it just flew into my shoulder.
Amazing.
Like, I kicked a pigeon at me.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, it was cool.
Dude, I reckon...
That's the best. You know how shit the Gold Coast is? That's the best thing that's happened to me so far. I've been here for 4 days. You get in this morning.
Yeah, it's not a good place, the Gold Coast. It's only good if you are on schoolies and love getting punched in the back of the head.
Yeah, that
That's-
happened last night here.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a bit too soon.
Whoops, I didn't
Yeah.
know about that.
Yes, someone got king hit on in
See, that's what I mean. It's not even a joke.
It's just this place is fucked. I mean, it's like if you're a human pigeon, you're getting punted. Yeah, it doesn't matter what species you are.
Actually-
Someone's gonna kick you in the back of the head.
I saw something sick on the way in. See,
Yeah.
Gold Coast, it's like, you know what? It wants to be like, it wants to be Vegas. Like, it wants to be like, you get to the Gold Coast and events are happening everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what it wants to be, but it's fucking not.
The Logies are happening here on Saturday,
Oh.
and they're so excited about it. They've got all like the
They've got
signage.
signs in the street
like-
for the fucking Logies. Like, what? Like, who the fuck sees
What
a
do you mean,
Logie
man?
sign and goes, ooh, I'm excited.
Carl Stefanovic's going to be in town. Maybe Dickie from the Today Show. Koshi
But-
might be here. So it's going to be a star-studded event. Our mate Connor's going.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't get me an autograph. I was like,
He's got a
I was
plus
hey,
one,
man,
and we're like, no,
make sure
thanks.
you don't invite me and don't talk about it the next day and pretty much don't go. Was my
I don't
advice.
get why there's I get why there's like signs on TV and or ads on TV because you can watch the Logies, but there's signs in the street. Like, you can't just go. Isn't it invite only?
Yeah, but they're just excited that it's here.
Fuck.
What's not else? What else is going on?
Okay, well, I'll
Hunt
tell
a
you what else
pigeon.
is going on, Luke. I saw this is a real ad. I'll send you the photo so you can put it in the podcast. So this is, I don't know what this guy is, but the poster is, his stage name is Constantino.
Yeah, you know he used to be in Australia's Got Talent.
Really?
Yeah, that's how he made
Constantino.
it. Constantino is his magician. People might know him who are listening.
Witness the amazing ability to get clear and enthusiastic sexual consent.
Is that what it said?
No, that's his name is
Consent.
Constantino.
Oh, right. That was a consent joke.
It's
Okay.
not Constantino. Consentino. What does he do?
It's pronounced Constantino.
But he's in chains.
Dude,
He's like,
I would say he is the most famous Australian magician, which is not really an achievement.
G'day, guys. Here's some birds. Now they're fucking gone. Hey, can I have sex with your missus? No? That's all right. I won't, because I'm Constantino.
But if I do, I'll ask first.
The poster is him in chains. He's like, oh, I'm in chains, not you, because...
Yeah, because he consented. He's Constantinoed. Yeah, right. I can't believe... So you don't pay attention to...
Anything.
Well, like, that happened years ago. I reckon he was on Australia's Got Talent like 2012, 2013.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't glued to my television in 2012.
I'm just saying that, but I still remember it. But, like...
If that's what you remember, your life sucks.
Yeah, but do you remember... Okay, I'm going to reel off a couple of ex-talent show contestants, and I just want to see if you've heard of them. Some ones that I remember. Do you remember Jack Vidgen?
Yes, blonde kid.
Yep. Okay, because he made a comeback recently. Is that why you've seen that?
No, I
He's on
remember
The
him
Voice
because
again.
they tried so hard to make him handsome, and he just wasn't.
Oh, that's so cold because he got work done recently because he was self-conscious about it. Second
I
joke.
hope it helped. I hope it helped because he, clearly he's made the right move,
Yeah.
judging by his career beforehand.
Yeah.
And now he's made a comeback. So,
It was all about that nose. All right. That was the thing that was hindering his career.
Yeah.
What about...
Surely it wasn't being in an Australian talent competition.
Yeah. I can't think of any more. I was going to say Reece Maston, but we both know Reece.
No, we know Reece.
Did
Reece,
you know
Reece is a mad dog.
before we knew him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew Reece. He was like a fucking movement.
There
Who
was
else
a
do I
girl
know?
called Bonnie
Who's that?
Some girl-
Isn't there a chick called Casey?
Donovan.
Yeah.
She was on I'm a Celebrity. That's
I
why
only
know
remember her because of that controversy where they said CaseyDonovan.com instead of .au, and .com took you to a male porn star's website called Casey Donovan,
Man,
which is so fucking
that's
funny.
good marketing.
Yeah.
I wish there was a porn star named Luke Kidgell. It's like, get tickets, LukeKidgell.com.
And then everyone just sees Rim.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think I'm in the right website.
Well, but then they come to mine. It's like, more Rim, So you're touring soon?
Yes,
Well,
my tour No Slide season is on sale right now. loosebeers.com/gigs. If you have time to grab your tickets, I may stop eating lunch if enough of you cunts buy tickets.
Yeah, and then you might be able to afford a better lunch. Than
Yeah, no,
rice
that's what I
in a-
really want.
Yeah,
Instead of going to a Japanese restaurant on the Gold Coast called Fuck You.
yeah. It's my dream. I've caught the bus. I was talking to this to Meg recently, and I was saying, like, I was catching the bus last night home from a gig.
I'm sorry, did you just change the subject away from my tour?
Yeah.
Guys, my tour's on sale. It's a really good show. Brand new hour. If you've seen me before, you won't see any of those jokes.
So I was chatting to Meg.
Really good.
And I was like,
I think I've stepped up my performance this year, and some of the biggest venues I'm doing.
And I was saying, I was
and
like,
Luke's
it is
gonna
my
be opening
dream.
for...
I'm not.
No, because he fucked it up last year.
No,
so
I did such a good job, and I was like, I don't want to...
No.
I don't want you to have to follow me. That's the actual concern.
Okay.
Last year, I threw you a bone and did you a favor and
okay.
opened.
Okay.
Right? I don't think you paid me for that. So
Mate, I'm not going to pay you for opening for
I
me.
didn't pay you for opening this year.
That's right, cunt.
But I could afford it if it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I was saying to Meg, it is my dream. She's saying it's your dream that you want to get good lunch.
Yeah.
I caught the bus home and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, just catching the bus home. She's like, man, like that sucks. I was like, it's my dream, and I could afford an Uber. That's the thing. I could afford an Uber. I have enough money in a bank account to afford a $15 Uber home.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
you've got at least $17, so it's
yeah.
like an Uber and a paddle pop.
and that's a success in our industry. And I was just saying, like, it's my dream to, yes, I can afford an Uber, but it is my dream to not have to consider, should I catch the bus?
That's a
or
good
should I get an
dream.
Uber? And I was just like, oh, look, I'm not doing anything. It was early. The gig finished at 9:30, and I was like, it's a 7-minute bus trip home. The bus stop was 80 meters away from the venue. It was coming in 3 minutes. There's no excuse not to catch the bus.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I don't want to be on the bus. And I was the only person on the bus. So I pretty much got like an Uber, but just for $2 because I was the only person on the bus. So it's like,
that's good.
I got my own
Empty
private
bus.
which
That's
is almost
good.
more boring than an Uber X.
Yeah.
Should be Uber bus.
Uber bus. I'd
Yeah.
fucking get on that.
Well, every Gold Coast bus is an Uber bus because no one else uses the bus here.
Well,
You don't get to choose where it goes though.
yeah,
that's-
that's not good.
that's-
Well, if you take a weapon on, it'll go wherever you want it to.
That's true.
It just generally ends with the police.
It just depends how assertive you are when you enter the bus.
The bus is a dangerous place because, especially doing what we do, because I feel like I catch the train a lot because I have no license because I'm an invalid. But the train, if someone takes a photo of you on the train,
See, it's your life goal to just be able to drive a car.
yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, I've actually been driving a lot.
We talk about this all the time. We used to talk about this on the radio show.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to the point where I remember 2 years ago, we kind of jokingly fantasized about, like, wouldn't it be funny one day when I'm off my P's, there might be a day where I could teach you how to drive. Because I'm on my full license now.
Yeah.
I could teach you how to drive.
You could.
And we were like, oh, that will never happen.
But that would never happen. That'd be ridiculous
That would be
because that would make me a 25-year-old man on his L's. And you
then
know what?
fast-
I'm on my L's.
Fast forward 2 years and I got my full license and I was like, hey man, want to go for a lesson?
We should do that,
We
actually.
should. Driving with Lewis.
But yeah, the bus is dangerous. Train, if you take the train and fans see you and they take photos, whatever. Everyone takes the train. Rich people, poor people.
Yep.
You go into the city to make whatever you make.
Yeah.
You're on the bus, though. Different story. There's
Yeah.
no winners on the bus.
You know, I have that joke in, it's online, people might have seen it. I talk about my mum mistaking me in a Crime Stoppers ad, and I
Yeah.
have a joke in the bit, and I did the joke at this gig last night I was
Yeah.
at, so I was super concerned. I say in the joke, I say, like, there was I don't know, it's that one about the Crime Stoppers ad, and I say a teenager bottled an elderly woman on a bus.
Yeah.
And my mum accused me of this Crime Stoppers article of, she read it, it said a teenager bottled an elderly woman on a bus, and I go to my mum like, I don't know if you know me. I say to the audience, like, you guys probably don't know me very well, but I would never, ever ride the bus. And the joke is everyone thinks I'm
And
gonna
then the
say-
audience goes.
Incorrect.
And can I have my money back?
Right, so I did that joke and
Yeah.
it crushed, obviously, slayed. I think I remember a standing ovation. It's hard because I get it.
Well,
in my-
halfway through your show, they all
yeah.
stood up and went, "Go home! Go away!"
No.
No.
You weren't there. So
We're
what would you-
remembering it differently.
well, you weren't there. So you don't remember. it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And
I heard about it. It was like, dude, you hear what happened at Luke's show? They all stood up and they booed him while clapping. It was weird.
Yeah, I got a standing ovation during. It doesn't happen to most comedians, which is probably why it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
But I did this joke anyway, and I joke about, the point is, I joke about never riding the bus.
Yeah.
And then I finished the gig, whatever, and I was like, oh, you guys have been great. And they're like, oh, come back, more, whatever. And I was like,
That has actually
and I was
never
like,
happened.
Guys, stop it, I gotta go. And they were like, we insist. Anyway, so I walk out front of the venue, and that's when I'm making the big decision. And I walked to the bus stop, and I was so self-conscious because I was like, I just joked about never riding the bus. I was
Oh, you
worried
can't, yeah.
Someone would pull out of the car park,
Yeah.
see me at the bus stop, and then like yell,
Fucking liar.
something, or like
Yeah.
just laugh, or be, oh, he said he'd never catch the bus, and I did get on the bus because that's how much of a, I don't care.
Yeah, well,
You would call it alpha energy.
yeah.
Can you explain this alpha energy thing? If you guys don't follow Lewis on Instagram,
You should.
well, I'm assuming the reason why I said that is because I'm assuming most of you don't.
Well, if you well, obviously they don't follow me on Instagram as they follow you, so they hate really good-looking tall men. So if you love that,
5
you know,
words
come
used
see
to
me.
describe Lewis's Instagram. Really good-looking
tall.
tall man. I can't believe I know that.
Ooh, you counted to 5.
Thank you.
Incredible. That is
Yeah.
pretty good for you. So alpha energy. I want to finish my bus story.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I took the bus and someone took a photo of me on the bus and then they just sent it to me, captioned it, "Comedy must be going well." And it hurt my feelings because I'm like, no, comedy's going great. My life is fucked
Yeah.
because I just don't have my license.
Your career is really the only thing you've got going for you.
It really is. It's the only thing I can do. It's like I'm really good at stand up,
Yeah.
and then in between that, I just sit at home playing World of Warcraft and
Yeah.
getting angry on buses.
I was like to him the other night, like I'd left your house and I was like, so what's on tonight? And I was going off to do a gig because I'm busy and I've got things on. And I was like to Lewis, I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm probably just gonna paint Warhammer miniatures.
No, I was going to Azeroth.
That's
Play
the
some
same
World of
thing.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
Actually, Nazjatar, the new 8.2 patch came out, so I've been trying to gear up.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's actually the most disrespectful. That's more disrespectful than eating on my podcast.
Well, hey man, it's about to get worse.
Think about what you've done. You've come in here, you've spilled water everywhere,
Uh-huh.
you're eating, and now you're talking about Azeroth.
That's pretty standard for me. You
Yeah.
invited me on. What else did you want?
I don't know why.
Anyway, let's talk about my Instagram. So Alpha Energy. Alpha Energy is just basically what I've done to Luke here. I've sat down, disrespected him. He knows that he can't beat me in a fight, so I'm just going to sit here with my Alpha Energy, and he just can't even,
Here's the thing.
do anything.
I reckon
Uh-huh.
I could beat you in a fight if I was on a step ladder, because I could just push you over and you'd tip.
So, do you think it would be easier to push me over
Yeah.
with me standing on the ground, or easier
Well,
for
yeah,
me to
because
push you off the step ladder?
I never said. I'm talking about a situation where you don't fight back. And
So
you
in a
take it.
situation where I'm tied up somewhere and
No.
I'm not allowed to fight
No,
back.
you're not tied up. You're that uncoordinated. I don't have to tie you up. So
You
all I
just
mean is-
said that you could beat me in a fight if I'm not allowed to fight back.
Correct. Print that. I meant like, I feel like because I'm so much lower than you,
Yeah.
I can't topple that center of gravity.
Yeah.
But if I had that,
Do you mean height-wise or status-wise?
If I was like Obi-Wan Kenobi and I
Yeah.
had the high ground,
Yeah.
I could
You'd still fuck
beat
it.
you in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd be left like Anakin crying in the dirt.
With one leg
Yeah.
and then like 50% of all the
Yeah,
other
still
limbs.
claiming like follow me on Instagram, Alpha Energy or whatever you say. I don't know. I don't know your bit. Whatever your stick is. See, like
I don't have a stick, man.
Some people think I'm a like I do. I admit it. I'm a gimmick comedian. I have a tambourine gimmick for a whole tour.
Yeah.
And if you want to call me hack, hey, look at my bank account, and it's still not impressive.
And you'd be right, because it didn't pay off.
But what your stick is like? Look,
That's not. I don't have a stick. I just got an energy. I got a vibe. I got a movement, a force, an unstoppable force. Some would say.
what is the Force?
Why?
You're the Jedi.
Well, you
comedian.
tell me, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, well, I didn't say I was
Defeated.
All right. Yeah. So your tour, no slide season. Why is it called that?
Because we're letting things slide. For too long, we just let shit slide. Okay, guys in rollerblades, stop. That's you. Stop. But you do it for comedy.
Yeah.
Have you ever rollerbladed for leisure?
You know that I do keep them permanently in the back of my car.
Yes.
And I have a
Just in
theory.
case you have to film a shit
Oh,
video.
No, no. My theory is it's come in handy more than that.
Yeah.
So my theory is you never know when you're gonna need rollerblades because no one ever schedules in a blade.
That's true.
Yeah, you always go like.
I'm talking about the people that do schedule in a blade.
I'm never like, 8 p.m. Thursday. I don't know why 8 p.m. I'm going to go for a dark blade or whatever.
A dark blade.
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds like
nighttime.
like a 6 out of 10 anime.
Yeah.
Bro, did you watch Dark Blade on Netflix?
Yeah.
No, we don't watch anime on Netflix.
Yeah. Imagine a rollerblading anime.
I bet
I'd
there's
watch
one.
that.
I bet there
Can
already
someone
is one.
find a rollerblading anime?
There's a boxing anime, there's a baseball anime,
Yeah.
and there's even a basketball anime. It's like the most unrealistic thing about the basketball one is that there's Asians playing basketball well. It's like that's never gonna happen. You're
No.
not tall enough, except for that one dude in the Olympics. What's his name with the square head?
Oh, Yao Ming.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like 7 foot more than you.
I know. He's
I was about to
fucking
say 7
huge.
something, but he like towers Lewis.
Yeah, he would.
Did you watch that video of the 6'9" girl on TLC the other day? It was on trending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Were
funny.
you like, what's my dream girl?
A few people sent it to me going,
Yeah.
I found a girl for you. I'm like, no, she's too tall.
Yeah, she actually is too tall for you.
6'9". That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
She'd
like a
make-
giant.
Yeah, she'd make you look silly.
I think honestly, any bigger than me would be bad.
My favorite, if you haven't watched that video, was the kid who took her to prom.
Oh,
If you're talking about alpha energy, aside from his little whatever you have one as well. Earring.
You don't know what an earring
he had
is.
double earrings, so I think.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't like that.
I always forget that you have one because it's not. He had like a diamond. Your one's subtle.
Well, mine's like subtle. It's like a cool thing. If you notice it, I've let you close to me. If you don't, whatever.
How long have you had it for?
I think I've had it in my ear since about like 17 or 18.
Do you sleep on it? And is it?
It's never annoyed me, and it's a really cheap one as well. Like I just got it from one of those like middle of the fucking mall shitty ones, and it's just never broken or fallen out. I've never taken it out. I'm just at this point. I'm just like, I wonder if it will break.
Are you just gonna ride it out until it breaks?
Just gonna ride it out for sure, and then when it does, I'll have like a funeral or something.
Cool.
Not really.
No,
but my tour, No Slide Season. It's about basically the theme of it is we've been letting things slide as a society and in our personal life. Just shit that annoys you, you let it slide. Or when people comment bad comments,
like your attitude when you come
slide.
on this podcast, like I let it slide. You spraying water everywhere, and I was like, look, I let that slide.
Yeah, you did.
But if I was you, I'd be like,
you'd be like, get the fuck off my podcast.
Yes.
Stop eating.
Or I'd be like, no, because that's what your tour is called. I don't know your gimmicks, man. You do the jokes.
So basically, it's just about not putting the foot down, not letting shit slide, and talking about all the stuff that annoys me and shits me. And if you check out my Instagram, I've got I have a folder on my phone of about 60 comments with me replying to them, just wrecking the person. Yeah. Because I don't let mean comments slide anymore. I'll fucking go back at cunts.
Is there a date or a month which it is No Slide Season, or is it just? Does it just happen to fall when you're touring this year?
It just coincidentally, it starts on September 6th. Actually, really, it starts when tickets are on sale, so it's currently No Slide Season. And then it ends the minute my final show goes off sale. Right.
And in order to participate in No Slide Season, do people just buy tickets to your show?
Yeah, they buy tickets. Yeah, they buy tickets.
Well, there you go, guys. It's a pretty easy thing to participate
And you know what? It's fun. Good for the whole family. I'll have a bunch of opening acts and locals, and I'll be there as well, hanging out, doing shows.
But people mainly go for the opening acts.
Well, okay, look, okay, so...
You said it like that. You did say it like that.
No. That's the first part. That's just like the intro where I bring out all these comedians and I go, oh, he's just giving it a go. Give it up for Luke Kidgell. Please be nice. And then Luke comes out and they go, well, Lewis will probably be on about 10 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, because he'll probably get off early. So I'm going to get a drink and I'll come back. And then, Luke does his thing to an empty room, and then I get up to rapturous applause.
Well, it's an empty room because it's a Lewis Spears.
I walked into that. So come, lewisspears.com/gigs, get your tickets. They're selling really fast.
A very good tour. Would recommend. And you never know.
You haven't seen it, mate.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to pump you the fuck up here.
You're lying to your fans. So if you want to see someone who tells the truth, come and see me.
When I came on your podcast, you were like, it's a great show. And I was like, I haven't done it yet.
I'd seen like 7 minutes of it, and I was like, 7 minutes is great. I hope the 50...
I've seen a few of the bits.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, I got a good one about prison.
Oh, yeah, that is a good bit. Yeah, that's a good bit. All right, Lewis, it's time to do the Ultimate Pump-Up Song Championships. Play the opener. The Ultimate Pump-Up Song Countdown / Tournament. Lewis, if you don't know, have you been following it at all?
Why would I listen to this?
I've been
following.
So we're trying to find
the ultimate pump-up
song. Obviously, I think it's Fat Bottom Girls by Queen. What's your...
That is a good song.
It's so underrated because lyrically it's not.
But
okay.
Like
it's like, oh, we're going.
Nah, the chorus is pretty pumpy. I used to listen to that while I was playing RuneScape. Here's my pump-up song.
Cool, dude. Do you need to get pumped to play RuneScape?
No, because my brother would play it while I was playing RuneScape, and he played on the speakers, and I always associated Queen with RuneScape. So while I was watching the Queen movie, I couldn't stop thinking about killing goblins. Fat bottom girls. And then I'm just here going like this, chopping down wood.
And then this bit.
That's pretty pumpy. Yeah. Here's my ultimate pump-up song. It's going to be pretty left of field.
Yeah.
El Chapo by The Game.
What's that?
50% of it is in fucking Spanish. Skrillex produced it. and it's by The Game, and somehow all of those horrible things combined makes the best pump up music ever.
Ooh.
Wait for the chorus, bro. I
How long
reckon
do I have to
I play
skip
this at the
in?
gym.
Is
This is it. I am the god. Dude, play this loud.
It sounds like a girl at Splinter on the Grass. Woo!
Yeah, it's so good. It's the ultimate pump up song for me.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm also making a playlist on Spotify of all the ones that didn't make the top 16.
Okay,
so
good.
I get everyone has their own, and I've got some that didn't make it. This isn't my top 16, by the way. I cannot stress this enough. This is like, lots of people sent in their own.
Yep.
So this is like, I picked the ones that came in the most, the ones that kept coming up, like Eye of the Tiger and stuff. And also
Yep.
went on a few of the online ones, like where Rolling Stone counting down the top pump-up songs or whatever. So I got
Yep.
the most of like Society and most of what came in on the podcast, and I had to combine the list.
Yep.
There were some that were stiff, like The Pretender by the Foo Fighters didn't make it, but I consider that a
Yeah.
pretty good pump-up song.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so Sandstorm lost to Thunderstruck already.
Ooh.
Pokemon...
Sandstorm is out already.
Sandstorm's out. Thunderstruck's... I was surprised.
Thunderstruck's
it got
good, though.
smashed 70-30.
Yeah, Thunderstruck's good.
The Pokemon song got smashed. Oh, sorry, won against Hall of Fame by the script.
Yep, I agree. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like people were voting nostalgia-wise as well.
Yeah. See, that would pump me up. I don't think that would pump the regular person up.
Now, this one I feel like might be a walkover. Lose Yourself versus the Final Countdown we could do this week. I just think Lose Yourself is going to come in as
The final
completely-
countdown's... But you know what? The final,
countdown's the opener to the segment. But
The final countdown is a banger song, but you don't really listen to it to get yourself pumped
no
up
one's
because
ever
isn't
gone
it
to
like
the gym
7 minutes? Yeah, it's like really long, isn't it?
Yeah.
That song.
We could do You Give Love a Bad Name, so like Shot Through the Heart.
Yeah.
Versus Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. That's one
What's
of the
Immigrant
matchups.
song?
Be like dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun,
Oh,
dun-dun-dun.
that's good.
It's like that classic guitar.
That's
riff
like
by
just
Led
in
Zeppelin.
every YouTube
It's the one that's
compilation
like,
ever.
"Ah."
Yeah, that's a banger.
Oh no, sorry, Kashmir is dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Immigrant Song's like Come to the Land of the Iceland Song.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
You don't even know what's in your own fucking competition.
Well, fuck it. I didn't do it. Or we can do this. I'm not. This is what I did to show I'm not afraid of any competition. I did Fat Bottom Girls versus the Rocky theme because I'm not afraid, and I back
Yep.
it against any song. We
Yep.
could do the ultimate one this week.
Okay. That's the ultimate one?
Well, yeah, you get to decide which one plays off this week.
Okay. All right.
Or we can do Eye of the Tiger versus Joker and the Thief.
Nah, the Eye of the Tiger's going to win the whole fucking competition.
Nah, Fat Bottom Girls, isn't it?
Dude, Eye of the Tiger will win the competition.
Do you reckon?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
I would love it if like Stronger by Kanye just got through and
Like
won.
something
Or-
fucking
or
left
the
of
Pokemon
field.
song could just win it because people could just be shit.
Yeah, if that shouldn't win because
it
that's
shouldn't.
not a legit competition. That's just because, oh, I
All right.
remember Pokemon.
So-
show me.
You
Okay.
can zoom in, all right?
All right. Dude, you got a bunch of racist shit in your DMs.
By
Okay.
me.
I don't understand this. So all of these ones, any of them.
They're
Okay.
playing. Well, yeah, I mean, I probably will have done a couple more by the time this is released.
All right. I'm going. Let's do. Why is Turn Down for What in this competition?
It came up
at
a
all?
lot by the people who listen to this podcast.
Who the fuck is like at the gym?
Lil Jon.
And they go, I gotta deadlift this.
Turn
I'm
down
gonna listen to
for-
Turn Down for What?
Turn down for what?
Does that pump you up?
It came up all the time, and
Weird.
I also disagreed. I thought more Kevin Rudolph should have made it. Like
What's that?
the guy's like, I made it, or Let It Rock. You know.
I don't know that
Cause
song.
I'm not gonna sing for ages on this podcast.
Let's do Eye of the Tiger, Joker and the Thief.
Okay, what would you prefer? out of those ones?
Absolutely, Eye of the Tiger.
I'd prefer Reese Maston's version of Joker and the Thief.
Oh, his version actually is better than
It's
the
better
original.
than Wolf Mother's. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, maybe we put Reese Maston's version up against.
Okay,
it.
I'm changing my
let's
answer.
change it.
All right, Reese Maston's version
Versus
of
Eye of the
Joker and the
Tiger.
Thief is going to win the whole competition. And
Now
if
it's
it
gonna be
doesn't,
rigged.
I'm never coming on this podcast again. Actually, that might be an
That'd be
incentive.
great for the podcast.
That'd be an incentive for you not
Guys,
to vote for it.
vote Eye of the Tiger.
Guys, Reese Maston's version of... Why don't you just do Reese Maston's version of Joker and the Thief versus the regular version of Joker and the Thief.
and we fuck off.
And
Eye
I
of the
fuck your
Tiger.
whole competition up.
Okay, well, let's do 2 votes, okay?
Two votes, okay.
Earlier in the week, we're going to
Yeah.
decide which Joker and the Thief is playing off
Yes.
against Eye of the Tiger.
Okay.
This is more work for me, god damn it.
This is good.
Reese Mastin's version versus Wolf Mother. Now,
Yep.
I don't want to rig it. Okay, obviously we're friends with Reese and we'll be both be
But
voting
this is an
Reese.
impartial
But
vote.
I won't, again, every week, I don't want you to be guys for voting for the meme value. And that's why I'm glad Sam Storm lost, because it means people were voting with their heart and
Yeah,
with their gut.
yeah.
This is a serious competition, and we're not going to get anywhere with it if you're fucking around and wasting a vote. It's a democracy here, and every vote counts. Okay? So, I'm quite passionate.
This is the most serious I've ever seen you.
This is the only thing I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
So, vote with your heart. All right. So earlier in the week,
Yep.
you'll see the first
So that's
poll
the
come
first
up.
vote?
Reese Mastin's Joker and the Thief versus Wolf Mother.
Yep.
The winner of that will be playing Eye of the Tiger, and I think
Yep.
that's good because Eye of the Tiger obviously is one of the favorites.
Yeah,
For
I
the
think so.
overall
And then so the
competition.
second vote is either Tiger versus
Versus
whichever
whoever wins
winning
that.
version, and
Yeah.
then the third vote is who should host this podcast, me or you.
Well, it's my podcast, so there's no vote.
Well, no, we can have a
Well,
vote.
that's
if
the
you-
thing. I control all the voting.
Oh,
so
okay.
I won't put on a vote.
Well, yeah, I mean that's more like a Kim Jong Un thing. Like if he held a vote, he would lose, so he
It-
doesn't have the vote.
It's
so.
a dictatorship,
Yeah.
this podcast, and people are forced to listen. And I also don't feed the people who listen to this podcast either.
Well, yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
allowed to eat my lunch. This sucks.
Yeah, well, you get it everywhere. All right, that's the pump up song for this week.
Great.
Now, I didn't really plan anything else to talk about.
No, we didn't. I'm so fucking tired, man. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I went to sleep real late because I'm writing this amazing thing. So I've.
How amazing, like Shawshank Redemption level script.
Oh no, not that shit. Like way better.
Better.
Yeah, better than Shawshank Redemption.
Arguably one of the better narratives ever told in cinema history.
Yeah, but when like someone like me looks at it, I'm like, oh, I get what they're doing. It's pretty easy to replicate. I mean, you would understand.
It actually is a pretty basic storyline. Oh, a guy chips through and he's got a poster covering it. Honestly, there's a lot of... Literally, the main plot hole is the fucking large hole in Andy Dufresne's wall. How did they not realise it?
I know.
It was
That's
there.
actually
That's like
fucked.
if there was just like a hole behind this picture of St. Lane behind us, right? Imagine there's just a hole in the wall and no one for a certain amount of years checked behind that.
No one
No
looked.
one
And
looked.
also, whatever he was using to hold the poster to the
Like
wall,
blue tack? What was
he'd
he
have to
using?
pull it off and then put it back on.
Exactly the
So
same.
why he'd be getting fresh blue tack every day, and no one's like,
and also,
why are we running out of blue
was
tack?
he in solitary confinement?
He was. I think he got put there a few times.
Yeah.
but I think he was mostly in his cell.
Because how did no one snitch other?
yeah,
No one snitched for like extra food or whatever.
yeah, that's true. Not a single person heard him smashing down a brick wall at
Yeah,
night.
chipping
You
away
can't
at
do that
concrete.
silently. You know what else I realized is a really basic storyline?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every single Toy Story movie is the
Do you watch
same.
the new one?
No.
I saw you trashing it on Twitter and I was pissed off and I know you're gonna hate me on this, but you haven't seen it, so you can't talk. And a lot of people, the reviews have come back. It's the best one. I saw it
Everyone's
on
saying
Friday.
that, and it's
the best
making
one.
me so angry.
It's the best one by far. And I didn't want to come out and say it at first. I was talking to Meg about it on the way home, and I was like, I think it's the best one. She goes, we might have to go rewatch the other ones. And I was like, you know what? I think they've gotten so good at making kids films for everyone. It's way
Here's
funnier.
what I think. I reckon somewhere in Disney's vaults, there's 100 Toy Story 4 scripts that weren't the best one.
Yes.
I reckon they don't make one.
Yeah.
I reckon they get 100 people to write 100 scripts, and then they might even take the best elements of all of them and combine them into
Yeah.
a mega script.
It was,
You know, one of the girls from The Office wrote it.
Which one?
Jim's first girlfriend, the
Oh,
real
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, she's in like Parks and Rec as well. The
Yeah,
brilliant one.
her.
Yeah.
She wrote the film. Isn't
Oh, I
that
didn't
weird?
know that.
I didn't know that.
There's so many famous actors in it, like Betty White and stuff. Like
So
Key and
you've
Peele are
seen-
so funny. Yeah, I saw it on Friday. before I
Okay,
came
so
up here. So good.
This made me angry. Every single Toy Story movie is the same. All right, it's oh no, we've got to get over there, but we're toys.
And then they
That's
worked-
every movie.
and
Toy
the-
Story
the
1.
First, the first,
Oh,
the
we
first
got to
two-
get over there. Toy Story 2.
Yeah, but the first two they got Buzz to get him over there to
Yeah.
Infinity and Beyond. But
Yeah.
this one they get a new character to get him over there.
but
Buzz
at
really,
end of the
Buzz
day,
really
it's like,
takes
oh,
it.
we got to
That is, you're right.
go, but we're toys. Every film.
Yeah, and they do it every time.
And it's also kind of the plot of Lord of the Rings. Friday we got to...
the plot of most films.
We're going over there.
We're going on an adventure.
But it's going to be hard.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, 3 hours of a tourism New Zealand commercial later. We're here.
I swear they're still making money off that fucking film.
Of course they are.
What shits me about the Toy Story 4 thing is that the new toy is like a toy that a child made out of a fork and pipe cleaners, but they're fucking selling it in stores, like a plastic version of it.
Yeah.
Hey, go to Coles, get a spork and some pipe cleaner and
Yeah.
make it with your child, you lazy
Now,
parents.
everyone who listens to this podcast knows that this is quite a spork-friendly podcast, and
Love a spork.
because they're the best of both worlds. Of
Yeah.
the cutlery world, they're the Hannah Montana of cutlery.
Yeah.
They're because you get the efficiency of a spoon
Yeah.
with the spikiness of a fork, and it's the best thing in the world. And
I wouldn't say spiky to, like, when you look at a fork, you go, careful, it's pretty spiky.
get your fork.
Like a cactus is spiky, but a fork has prongs. I would say it's prongy.
Literally have one. That's a knife. That's spiky.
Nah, this is prongy.
Yeah.
These are prongs.
Look at this. Look at this. Go spike me.
No, I
With
want to
the
use
fork.
it to eat my food.
Exactly, because you're scared because I might bleed because it's so spiky.
It's prongy.
It's like might as well be a cactus.
I fundamentally disagree on this issue.
But what? And look, here's the thing.
It actually made me very angry when I found out Toy Story 4 was
You know
amazing.
how-
I'm not going to see it in cinemas. I'll wait till it
You
comes
should.
out.
It's amazing. One of the best, probably the best film I've seen at the cinemas in a year.
Aren't you sick of sequels, though? I'm fucking sick of franchises
Not
and
good-
sequels and
I'm
shit.
fine if they're good.
Come and see my 5th comedy show. And I'll be doing one every year. Support my franchise. There's no numbers on the end of them, so it doesn't count.
You literally called your thing last year Independent Burial, which in Roman numerals is 4, which was the
Yep.
4th tour.
Yep. And the whole show was, oh, we're going to get over there.
Yeah, except like unlike Toy Story 4, it wasn't your best one.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So what annoyed me, and I think what everyone has, you know how people when Star Wars came out, they were so annoyed when they introduced those fluff little things. Look, they're just doing it to sell toys. Toy Story, the whole franchise is, and you can't knock them for it. It's literally to sell toys.
But do they actually sell that many toys, though?
Dude. Yes?
Like, who? But the Woody doll is like, if you want a real one, it's like 12 inches. Because I have one. Like, kids aren't buying that
Your
shit.
dick or the toy?
Both.
Yeah.
Make my dick wear a hat and it just goes, oh, we've got to go over there. Where's Buzz? That's what I call
Your
vaginas.
dick says Andy on the bottom.
The ends backwards. No, but like I've seen lots of children and people buying like those fucking puffins or poffins or whatever the fuck they were called in Star Wars. Never seen anyone with like a Toy Story toy.
The reason why I was like thinking, they introduced these new characters and they're like the fluffy carnival toys and they're played by King and Peele. And the voice actors, but they're attached to each other. You know how the carnival toys, they always come, they're attached by a bit of string unless you cut them apart.
Yeah.
So these two characters, they're like this duo and they're just attached to each other the entire movie.
Oh, that's
which
funny.
makes getting from over here to here a lot more difficult because
Yeah.
they're attached to each other. And they're so fluffy and they're not really essential to the plot at all.
No, they sell toys.
To sell toys.
It's like, but the Star Wars one, at least they're like played by Key and Peele, like they have dialogue.
Yeah.
The Star Wars one was, they literally were just inserted into like 10 scenes
and
for
then
no reason. No dialogue.
Chewie just growls at one point,
Yeah.
and that's the biggest scene.
Yeah, they didn't impact the plot at all. They just took the cutest elements from 3 different animals, put them together, and was like, buy it.
They were like a hamster, an Ewok,
And a penguin.
And a penguin.
And they're like, buy it.
Yeah. And people did.
And they did. It
Yeah.
fucking worked. I saw it and I was like, oh, because I don't know. Maybe I ever since you ever notice like ads and shit in movies? Like I was watching one of the Spider-Man movies when
Wasn't there,
Sony
like, a
was still making
Fortnite
it.
thing in Avengers. I don't watch the Avengers.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
Fortnite was
not
in Avengers.
4.
Yeah.
But
Dude, the last Avengers movie was so good.
yeah, that's what everyone said. You know what? I'm so out of it now. I wouldn't even understand. What's
You wouldn't
happening.
get it. You do have to watch.
I
Like,
did
all
watch
of them.
that.
I missed
Thor
one,
4, and it was really good. I watched
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok. It was really.
That
it
one was
really
good. You could just enjoy that one by its
Yeah, it was
own.
good.
I missed one Marvel film out of like the
You
fucking 20,
missed
and
so much.
and like so much of the Avengers I didn't get. I
Did you
missed
miss,
the
like,
one
of
about
the
that.
Captain America's.
No,
where they were
that
fighting
bitch
each
with the
other?
mohawk, Captain whatever the fuck, Marvel.
Captain
Yeah,
fucking Good Charlotte from 2005. What
Captain
do you mean?
Wasabi.
Who has a mohawk in the Avengers?
I don't know. The Captain Marvel, I guess. She has a mohawk. at
I don't
some
know
point.
anything about the Avengers. I know the main ones.
She, for some reason, she's got a helmet, and then the helmet has room for her mohawk to split out. She looks like a fucking dickhead.
I don't like how the Avengers is influencing children. Meg's cousin. No, nephew.
Yeah.
He's 3.
Doesn't matter. Not
Yeah.
really relevant to the
He,
story. Just say a child.
A 3-year-old who I know. I was just weird about
That's weird.
Exactly,
Actually,
that's
say
why I
just
justified
my 3-year-old mate.
Yeah. Anyway, so he Hulk smashed me in the dick the other day. I don't like.
Even weirder for you to say that this 3-year-old I hang out with Hulk smashed me in the dick. You didn't teach him that?
Huh?
You saw Thor Ragnarok.
He just went
Hulk's in that.
Hulk smash, and he Hulk smashes things all the time around the house. Like he throws stuff.
Yeah.
And then one day, I think he went to hit me in the thigh.
Kids do that a
and
lot.
He's just uncoordinated, throwing haymakers.
Yeah.
Just got me good, and I was like, I don't like the way this. Firstly, you're too young to be even seeing the Hulk because clearly, like, it's influencing you. Like, I don't see the Hulk and then feel the need to Hulk smash people in the cock afterwards.
Well, you know what? You should take him to see The Last Avengers because in it the Hulk does a dab. Actually, does a dab.
I haven't showed you, but you know how you've ruined your brother's girlfriend's kid?
Yeah.
I'm ruining this kid
Good.
now. So
Good. If you're ever around anyone young and impressionable, fucking plant seeds in their brain because it's great.
He'll be eating breakfast and I'll come out in the morning because Meg lives at her sister's now. So I'm just there sometimes and come out in the morning and I'm just like, what up, man? And he's just chilling, eating breakfast. And I'm like, say my name, Jeff. And he's like, my name, Jeff.
That's exactly what I've done.
No, he doesn't get it, but everyone else laughs. And even his parents laugh because they think it's funny as well. So
because, his name's not Jeff.
That's what I mean. So... And because he gets the reaction, he keeps saying it, and everyone laughs every time.
That's exactly what she does.
If he wants attention now, like he'll be in front of the TV, and everyone like ignoring him. He's like, I want this, and then like he'll sit there for 10 seconds and be like, my name's Jeff, and then everyone will turn and look at him and laugh.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really good.
It's
so funny.
Actually, like pretty bad.
Oh yeah, I've the girl who's always at our house. She says, "My name's Jeff."
Yeah,
and she'll. I'll get her to dab.
Now.
Yeah, I've got to say an egg for no reason. Egg, leg, eggy leg, leggy egg, leg. And she's 5, and her life is gonna be fucked because she's gonna grow up. And her defining memory of me and her childhood is her going around, eggy leg, my name's Jeff, dab, eggy leg, for no reason. While I go, ruin your personality. Yes, say egg. And I might be a sociopath.
We are such a bad influence. And just... If you're out there, never let us near your kids for 2 reasons.
If it's between us and George Pell, I'd rather my kids saying my name Jeff than my bum hurts. You know, so that's an easy choice.
Yeah. Well, that was a real bummer, man. We were having a great time.
It was a real bummer. That's what I'm saying. George Pell, real bummer, and it's not cool. No slide season. loosespears.com/gigs.
Yeah,
every time I tell a child rape joke, I'm
one more thing we need to talk about before we end the podcast.
Yes,
Lewis, we're back.
Oh yeah, Luke and Lewis is back. We're finally back.
Luke, you know how like about 6 to 7 months ago, Luke was back.
Yeah, well now I'm also back, and so's the and.
Lane's the Anne.
Yeah.
For those listening, there's a picture of our friend Saint Lane behind us, a very good painting, which you would have already heard about in the Lane episode. Anyway,
but just in case you would like to hear about that again,
go listen to that episode. Anyway, Luke and Lewis are back.
Because you really wrecked the momentum of that excited announcement.
It's kind of like our career, like we stop.
Yeah, so Luke and Lewis is back, and it's back as a show that we control on our social media, and we're doing it how we want to do, and is twice a week instead of being here and there.
Pretty much we just wanted to do our own podcast. We wanted to do it more regularly, and we wanted to have complete control. So if you enjoyed this, it's pretty much going to be like this. Really.
But it'll look better. We've got a whole set.
Well, it's not us talking about our tours and stuff. Well, we will, but just like it's us bringing. If you listen to the radio show, it's like a combination between what this podcast was, and then
Yeah.
also a radio show. So we still want to keep doing the same segments.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to do sound effects and we're going to have phone calls and stuff
Radio
like that.
Mike will be in there
Yeah.
occasionally. Just
We
have
think
regular guests.
it's going to be really, really good. And I think that we both really worked out that this is probably what we always wanted to do.
I think we wanted to do a show.
Yeah.
And obviously, the first thought is like, well, we should do a radio show. That's the platform. We just wanted a platform, essentially. We didn't give a shit everywhere it was.
The plan always was, we'll use radio and then we'll take that energy and bring it to our social media and put the show out.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, the
Radio
problem with
just took
radio
over.
was just...
It's a lot of work and...
Well, the problem is they were choosing when our show was happening.
Yeah.
So often, one day we're on 5 days a week and then we're on once a week and then
Yeah.
we had a break and this and that. And it was
By the end, we just felt like we were doing it kind of half-assed, and we didn't like doing shit half-assed.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do it consistently for you guys, because people kept messaging us, when are you guys on? And we're like, we don't even know. So,
yeah, we don't know. So this is twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, and we use our entire ass
Yeah.
for it.
What?
Well, you said we half-assed the radio show,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we've applied the other
Yeah,
half. to this.
100% ass. If you want 100% ass, listen to Luke and Lewis.
Well, it's my ass too, so 200% ass.
And we're super excited about it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
more excited about this than any other project we've done in the past. Like,
Yes.
it almost feels like if you love the Triple M Modern Digital show, imagine like that, but on roids. Like, that's what it's
yes,
going to be.
that's what we're going to do.
It's going to be like a jacked up.
Because there is
Triple
no
M modern
one
ditch.
to say, no, you can't do that because that's too stupid.
Yeah, which we will miss making fun of the radio station, but Keelan's still there. We'll still have people to make fun of.
Yeah. So we think
There'll be
it's
still a lot of bullying. We'll bully each other.
absolutely, as we have done for the last hour, and we think it's going to be really, really big, and we want it to be great, and we want to involve you guys. So fucking go and listen to it if you're not. Keep listening if you are.
Depending on when this podcast will be out, it will either be out already, the first episode, or we'll have already announced it by now anyway. So go subscribe to Luke and Lewis, follow us on all the Instagram and stuff, and get on there from the start, because it's going to be huge.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty, thank you for joining me, Lewis, on Memoirs of a White Guy.
No worries, mate. Thanks for joining me for lunch.
It's so disrespectful, man. This is my podcast, and you've just used it as a lunch break. Like, this means something to me.
That's right.
Go
And
C's
you know,
to us.
this means, about 800 calories for me. So loosespears.com/gigs.
See ya.
Somewhere